All right, we're talking about the Bronx. So much has gone on there. That terrible fire last week, problems with housing over there, NYCHA. The Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr., is really taking a very good look at his borough and trying to keep things on the up and up. And he's tackling a very important issue here in the city, the need for greater civic engagement.
And so to kick off, he's launched the Our New York Challenge to encourage New Yorkers to make a change in their community. And Ruben and OrangeU founder Samantha Delaberti joining us this morning. Great to have you on again. It's nice to have you on. So this is quite
so it's a play on words, right?
Yeah,
Our
I love
New York.
it.
So this is Our New York.
Yes.
And we're challenging New Yorkers to dedicate an hour a month to civic engagement. And when you look at the things that we hear, the invective out of Washington, D.C., when you look at tragedies like Puerto Rico, the hurricane, or the fire in the Bronx and throughout the city of New York, the one silver lining around all is that people want to get involved. People want to be helpful. So it wasn't just about giving their money or collecting items. It was about dedicating their time to wrap the material, to send it off. And it makes folks feel great.
Not just writing a check.
Right. And if you look at in the Bronx Borough President's Office, we have a Bronx Youth Corps. And it's becoming contagious because more and more youth organizations are out there. They're feeding our seniors. They're painting walls. They're from graffiti. They're cleaning up our parks. But the thing is that when you have all this going on and all these organizations who are offering these services, a lot of the people in the community don't know about it. They don't know where to go. So we've partnered up with Samantha here at OrangeU Going. And this is the platform now to collate all of that. And so Samantha?
Yeah, Samantha, tell us, what can we do? What are you suggesting? What kind of volunteer work are you suggesting?
So it's actually, civic engagement is not just about volunteer work. It's really a way of life. And it's any way that you get involved in your community, whether it's going to a town hall, a PTA meeting, volunteering with a nonprofit. And the reason I created OrangeUGoing.com, it's actually like the knock-knock joke, OrangeU going to be there, OrangeU going to get involved. And the reason I created it is because New York is the capital of choice, and we have a ton of choices, and we have websites that organize all of those choices, from Broadway to restaurant to cultural opportunities. But we never had that resource for civic engagement, and that's what OrangeUGoing.com is. It's one platform, a civic, community, and political events all in one place, and the Our New York Challenge is the call to action.
So we can actually match up individuals with an organization as well?
The way it works is organizations can go to the platform and list their civic and community events, and then New Yorkers can use the platform to find what it is
what's going on, and then make their selection.
And it's a one-stop shop. A lot of these organizations, whether it's a precinct council, the community boards, tenant associations, other non-for-profits, they all have their information out there, but there's a lot of noise. You know, the social media cacophony is something that can really get you confused, right? So with OrangeU Going, there's one way where it's a one-stop shop. You can go there and see an entire calendar for all of the events in the city of New York, and there, while again we have to hold government accountable, and we should, on services, but this is a way for New Yorkers, and going back to the challenge, for New Yorkers to dedicate 1 hour. And if more New Yorkers did that, think about all of the parks that we can clean, think about all of the walls and areas that we can sort of spruce up, think about all of the seniors who need our services, who need that interaction.
Let me ask you something, because the president is, encouraging with Medicaid. Did you read this yesterday? The president wants to do kind of a workforce for Medicaid, like not just give people health insurance without them giving back to their community. Is that something along the same lines that you're talking about?
No, I think that, we should be, he's obviously going in a different direction. I think that it's a shame that we have a country where there's so much resources, we have so much affluence here, and yet we don't have free health care. I think that we should just have free health care, and we shouldn't ask people to work for their health coverage. Nonetheless, though, I think that more and more folks, while there's a lot of criticism out there, people have to start realizing, and they are, that you have to do more than just criticize government or issues in social media. Folks want to give up their time, and again, OrangeU Going is a perfect way for them to be able to information, go out there, participate, and so we challenge all New Yorkers to do so.
We had to talk about the fire that just happened with so many lives that were lost. We had a story on today that proceeds $4 from every ticket of a Bronx Tale going now to benefit and help those who were displaced. What else is being done there? How are you handling it?
So again, going back to civic engagement, we had a Clarion Court to collect food and merchandise and clothing, and we had to cancel the second day. So Bronxites are responding, but we're also working now with our offices, with the HPD, the city of New York, with the Red Cross, and we have already have over a dozen of the families situated in different apartments. We're raising money with different media outlets and different partners who have GoFundMe pages so that we can help pay the expenses to the funerals. And as we move forward, you know, a lot of these folks are going to need not only more assistance in terms of paying the rent and funeral services.
How about finding a place to live?
So we have 4 or 5 different property owners who are helping working with us on that.
That's
so we can
great.
keep those folks in the same neighborhood. And also special shout out to Chaz and all of the good folks. You know, this
Tommy
is
Mottola.
right. This is the Belmont section of the Bronx. So their story is placed in that area of the Bronx, and it's just a nice gesture for them to be able to at least have some level of a break of levity in the tragedy that's going on in their lives.
All right. Well, we always appreciate you being here, Mr. Bronx Borough
Thank
President.
you. And so dedicate an hour. All New Yorkers, 1 hour.
Perfect for MLK Day, by the way. Which
Absolutely.
encourages giving back.
It should be a day of action, not a day to take off.
Right. It should become a way of life,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
OrangeU Going is the website. Okay. Samantha Diliberti, thank you.
Thank you.
Good